Glad you made it back, everybody. The Washington Examiner reporting that we may see an interim report from the John Durham investigation before Election Day. Durham is looking into the origins of the falsely predicated Russia-Trump collusion investigation. Also, thanks to Judicial Watch, Americans now know that 12 of the 13 angry Democrats on the sainted Bob Mueller team wiped the data from their government-issued cell phones. For more on this, we're joined by our friend, Georgia Congressman Doug Collins, member of the House Judiciary Committee. Sir, thank you very much for taking the time. Many of the members of the Mueller team had worked on the Hillary Clinton email investigation. They should be well versed, right, in the rules regarding the retention of federal records. All 12 are claiming they put in the wrong access code 10 times in a row on their cell phone, and oopsie doopsie, we wiped it clean. Does that pass the smell test with you, Congressman?
It doesn't pass any test, Chris. Give me a break. I mean, the only thing they learned from Hillary Clinton is how to use bleach bit, I guess. The problem I have is, though, is they think that we're stupid. These lawyers who are so bright, who are so on top of it, who so botched the investigation because there was nothing to investigate. Remember, I was one of the first, before it even started, saying the Mueller investigation should be happening because it started on a false premise. While senators and others were actually saying, let's protect the Mueller investigation, I was saying the Mueller investigation was wrong. And so when you have these brilliant attorneys who have tried to make everybody else feel stupid for investigating this president when we were showing that they were wrong, how do you do this? Let's think about it for a second. To do that, to actually set your phone up, to make it go, to wipe all its memory, takes 10 times. If you do that and you follow the entire plan, that's over 3 hours. I think even these wonderfully mentally capable lawyers would say that that was premeditated.
Our team has talked with individuals who work with air marshals. They are support groups for the air marshals that fly the, well, not so friendly skies. And we got word that Frontier Airlines, Anti-American Airlines, and Delta Airlines have adopted this Black Lives Matter anti-cop culture, to where an individual who called my radio program, he said after 33 years working for Anti-American Airlines, because he said that Black Lives Matter was a hate group, they fired him for it. This woman who came on and talked with us last week on 9/11, her name was Sonia. She used to be a federal air marshal. She tells stories that her organization is getting complaints that employees, that the flying public and air marshals are getting guff by these airlines who have dedicated themselves to the Black Lives Matter culture. And if you support Donald Trump or the flag, you're getting the runaround. Now, you've issued a statement on this, and I wanted you to articulate for the folks what you said in this statement.
Yeah, for us, this is exactly what we believe, that the airlines should not be doing this, and especially when you're dealing with it with our federal law enforcement officers and others. When they're protecting us, they're the ones out there that are taking care of these airlines. This is just wrong, and when they do that, it's an attack. But again, these businesses and organizations need to be truthful and honest that free expression and First Amendment expression apply to everybody, not just their political paid operatives that they have.
Yeah, the Democrat socialists say that there's systemic racism in the country and that they are against systemic racism. However, one of the most systemically racist countries on the planet is the Communist Chinese. And the Democrats have not criticized them for that, nor their human rights abuses, nor for the Democrats releasing a virus on the world and this country that have killed the Democrats' own constituents. They refuse to criticize Communist China. What's going on here, Congressman?
Well, it just goes to show that frankly, if they're bent on China, is that they want to continue to protect China. They want to continue to emulate it in many ways from the socialist agenda that they're having now in the Democratic Party. And it's just a concern that they have the ties that have been going on. I mean, even on the House floor this week, we're going to be discussing the fact that the Democrats think it's wrong to discuss the origin of the China, an abuse where the virus came from, and yet they want to do that. They're giving the greatest, it seems like, gift to the Chinese Communist Party by trying to exonerate the Chinese Communist Party on their lack of action and how they went about handling it. It's just wrong that they seem to put the interest of a foreign government, a communist government, ahead of the values of the American people and even their own constituents.
Agreed. Thank you, sir. Congressman, we always appreciate the time here on the Chris Salcedo Show. We'll speak again.